Hey DC Collectors, welcome to a brand new episode of the show. Today we're taking a look at the DC Multiverse General Zod action figure from McFarlane Toys. Now if you're not familiar with this figure, this is from the DC Rebirth era of DC Comics. I want to say this particular costume for General Zod debuted in the pages of Suicide Squad. I could be wrong. I think it's when the Suicide Squad was trying to break Zod out of prison. Yeah, I could be wrong. Leave a comment below if you know or if I'm just totally off base with that one. As always, let's start off by taking a look at the package. As you can see, this is the front of the package with a nice window look at the figure. Back of the box gives you a nice pose by General Zod, as well as several other figures in this particular line that you can buy. Right side, left side, top, and the bottom. So with that out of the way, let's break this guy open and let's play. Now that we have him out of the box, let's start off by taking a look at the accessories that he comes with. First up is this trading card featuring the photo that was on the back of the package. And here's the back of the card in case you want to read a little bit about Drew Zod. Like with all these figures, he comes with this cool black DC logo disc base with the one peg here. And you're gonna need it for this guy because that cape is super heavy. He comes with a few hands. Here is a fist hand here and kind of like a grabby hand there, another fist hand, and I've got the power in the palm of my hand. Looking at the sculpt, he looks exceptional. They did a fantastic job with the face on General Zod. Even the paint job on this guy looks really nice. It doesn't have that side-eye look. Eyeballs are straight on. Actual paint job on the face is pretty nice as well. As you can tell, if you look real close, let's see if I can get him up real close. You can even see, like, right here how they started shading some of the skin to make it look more and more like the beard. So, like, the color starts fading in from the beard to the face, which is a really cool little thing to do on this guy. Looks very much like General Zod. Loving this huge armor. Again, I can't place the exact moment when this particular costume appeared in DC Comics. I want to say, like I said, I want to say it was in the pages of DC Rebirth Suicide Squad, but I could be wrong. Looking at the costume, the detail, sculpting on these pants, those are just absolutely cool. This is a best General Zod figure ever, which is not like we have a crap ton of General Zod figures, but it is still awesome. Now, I will say the only bad thing is this cape is super heavy. I mean, it really makes the guy lean backwards, so that's why you have to use the stand that comes with it. You can get a good look at the back of the figure. But nice looking General Zod. That just looks cool. Let me see what he looks like posed up here with Superman, just to give you an idea. They're facing off. I'm Superman. I'm General Zod. They look pretty nice together. And I know this isn't the DC Rebirth Superman, but close to it, you know, Action Comics 1000. So, you know, close in timeline here. And they look really nice together, especially facing off against one another. So that'll look good on a shelf, having these two guys side by side. As far as articulation goes, his head's on a ball joint, so he gets really nice movement out of that head, as you can see. Great head on this guy. Also, you're not going to get too much forward and lateral movement off of the arms on this guy because this collar or this piece of the cape really just kind of hangs over the shoulders, so you can't really twist the arm around, although it can. You just can't do it with the cape attached. Does this cape come off? I'm assuming it does. It's probably glued in. Yeah, I'm not going to rip that off, but I'm assuming it's probably kind of glued in a little bit. I'm not going to rip it off, but apparently you can see this arm. It does rotate all the way around. He has bicep swivel, and of course he has double jointed elbows and wrist that can go all the way around and do some cool stuff, but the wrist hinges are inside this glove, which is cool because you can't see them, which makes this even cooler. And I love this, like, this look of just in his hand. That is such an awesome look for an evil guy. As far as waists go, you know, he can turn at the chest, so he's got some articulation under here, which allows him to turn. Also at the waist, he can turn as well. He can do some awesome splitsies, back and forth splitsies, pretty nice. double jointed knee so he can get a really nice bend out of those. Oh, are you kidding me? Did that thing break? God almighty. No, it didn't, but you can tell, look at that plastic. It is starting to get that way. Look at the color of it. Man, that's awful. That's an awful feeling when you just buy a figure and it pops apart like that. That is just an awful, awful feeling, but it went back on, but I know I'm going to have problems later on. God, it sucks. Anyway, he's got movement at the ankles because he has that ball joint there. I don't like it. Toe movement there. Overall, just a really nice action figure. This one leg seems to be a bit longer than this one, and this is probably just my figure, but this leg seems to be a bit longer because he stands. When you put him flat, this leg is off the ground about, let's see, it's literally about two of these tall that his leg is off the ground. That's why I say use the peg on this guy if you can to stand him up and leave that 1 foot off of the peg. Why? One, because you can see he's still going backwards. Just the weight of that cape is just crazy. You have to lean him forward just a little bit, even on that base. But still, just a very awesome, awesome action figure. Loving this one. You know, if I have to rate this one out of 10, I will say this one is probably around an 8 because he is really that good of an action figure. So there you have it, folks. General Drew Zod from McFarlane Toys. If you like what I'm doing, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I sure would appreciate it. Share this content. That is the biggest way to help the channel grow. If you want to find me on social media, you can check me out at DCCollectors on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Check out DCCollectors.com each and every day for the latest DC Comics toy news and a few other things. If you have this figure, leave a comment below. Let me know if you like him. Do you have him ranked as high as I do out of the McFarlane DC Multiverse line of 2022? Is he the coolest villain figure so far in the line? I'll leave that up to you to decide. All right, folks, that is it. God bless.